Hello, my name is Gerald. I'm a script writer. I write film and television dramas. My rating for RoboForm is 4. For more reviews, look below. Well, before RoboForm, I actually had nothing. I got RoboForm. It must be over 20 years ago when like password managers first began to appear on the scene. And at that time, RoboForm was the only one I actually knew of. And I had heard it described on television and computer magazines. So that's what I got. At the time, I think it was the biggest and the most prominent one available. And so before RoboForm, I basically wrote passwords down on pieces of paper. So not very scientific, but that's what I had before. I chose it at the time because I think that was the only one I really knew that was available going back maybe over 20 years. I also liked it because at the time they had phone support. So you could actually call like a live person and to get help if you were having a problem. They don't seem to have that anymore. You have to send an email and basically wait for someone to get back to you, which could take a day sometimes. But at the time, it was what was available. So that's what I got. I'd have to say it's not the easiest program. There is a learning curve, and there's still parts of it that, to tell you the truth, I'm still learning. It's quite an extensive program. It's not just, it's a form filler as well as a password manager. And it also it even has a browser built in, which I've never used and never really understood like why that was there. It's either a browser or a search engine. I can't remember. It has a a specific feature called safe notes, which is something that I actually like a lot, and that's like a very secure encrypted area where you could put not necessarily passwords, but anything that is confidential, like your bank account numbers or financial information, and like mutual fund like account numbers and things like that, and that you don't necessarily either want in the password manager or that aren't really passwords, but they're just personal information that you want to keep handy. So I like that aspect of it, and that's that's one good thing that I like about it. It actually has quite a few features, but I basically have used it for the password manager function and the safe notes. I really don't use it for form filling anymore, because I think just like Google or Chrome form filler is much better actually. If anybody's planning to get it, I think they should investigate it, but I think they should look at the features on all the other form fillers and password managers that are out there, like iPass and KeyPass, and there's quite a few, and there might be some that you might very well find better. I've actually been using just a Chrome form filler and password manager most of the time right now. There's all kinds of warnings that it's less secure and stuff, but it actually works very well. In terms of form filling, it really beats RoboForm, which often doesn't fill out like fields. You might have to fill out a field like at your address or your phone number, and it'll miss those, whereas Chrome like generally won't. yeah, even though you have all the information entered in the actual form filler. Um, there's on some of the form fillers now, you can actually uh, change your password without actually having go into the form filler. If you just change the password on the site, it'll change it on the password manager. You won't end up having to do both. Um, and there are a couple of form fillers out there and password managers that are free. RoboForm is costs, I forget exactly. I think it's around $30 a year or $39 a year. There are a couple out there that are considered very good, which are actually free. They might have a couple of limitations, but they offer enough features that most people could get by with them. So I would really recommend checking out yeah, other ones that are available because there are quite a few now.